Hey everyone, it's Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is your tarot card for the week of August 31st, 2025. I'll begin with Aries, work my way around the zodiac wheel here, ending at Pisces. Timestamps, as always, will be in the description box. I've set the intention of this reading to be for your sun, moon, rising, as well as your Venus placements, so you're welcome to look at any of them. If you're not sure what your placements are, in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Take a look at that site, and then just come back here and click on the timestamp for the placement of your choosing. Also, keep in mind, this is a collective general reading. It is not individualized nor personalized to you. Messages may come through today that don't fully resonate. And if that happens, please don't get upset. It just means that one message is meant for someone else of your sign or your sign's placement. So just take the messages how they fit, and if they fit, and if they don't, just leave them for someone else. With all of that said, let's begin. Hello, Aries. Let's see, what is your tarot card for the week of August 31st, 2025? The 10 of Pentacles. What situation in your life shows your greatest accomplishments? Tell me more about the 10 of Pentacles here for Aries. Now remember, this is not what you don't see coming. This is just a little guidance for you from source. Why is the 10 of Pentacles the tarot card of the week for Aries, sun, moon, rising, as well as Venus? What situation, environment, or connection in your life shows you your greatest accomplishments? One more shuffle here. Thank you. First card that fell out of the deck was the 3 of Pentacles, the 4 of Wands, Judgment, and the 8 of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we have the 6 of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. It's typically not the message I get for the 10 of Pentacles. So let me clarify this a little bit further for you, because I feel like you've worked really hard in your life, Aries. I feel like you have achieved a level of stability. But you don't seem to be emotionally pleased with what it is that you have created. It's like at some point in time, or maybe at various points in your life, you continually made the judgment call. I'm going to move in this direction. I'm going to work on, this career path. I'm going to work on this relationship. So you've been diligently working to create structure and stability in your life, but the structure and stability that you have created, that you've poured pentacle energy into, has left you emotionally discontent. Tell me about that 3 of Pentacles to the 4 of Wands. Tell me about the 3 of Pentacles and the 4 of Wands here for Aries. Sun, moon, rising, as well as Venus placements. One more shuffle. Thank you. Joint clarification here. Page of Pentacles, the Star, and the Empress. And so then why is the 8 of Cups here? Why is the 8 of Cups here for Aries, sun, moon, rising, as well as Venus? One more shuffle. Thank you. 8 of Cups is clarified by King of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, and the 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. Bottom of deck, 5 of Swords. So, Aries, I feel like in a variety of aspects in your life, you really took control. You really stepped into the role of the Emperor, Empress. And you chased that wish fulfillment, or fulfillments, right? Pluralized for some of you. And you created plans and goals and dreams, and you set out strategies on how to conquer them or overcome them or attain them. So I feel like you're at where you have always wanted to be, but your judgment call here is I'm emotionally unfulfilled with what it is that I have. And so you are desiring a new beginning elsewhere. And you can see it very clearly. So I have tapped into a group of you that for whatever reason, the various levels of success and financial abundance or emotional contentment that you strived so hard to attain, and now that you have attained it, you're looking back and saying, I'm not emotionally happy with it. I would like to seize a new opportunity, an opportunity that can get me to my 10 of Pentacles, not the 3 of Pentacles. So this is the equivalent of someone who, for a span of time in their life says, I will be really happy when I own this type of vehicle, right? This make or model. This is what I'm saving my money for. This is on my vision board. This is my goal to get this vehicle. And then you end up saving all of the money, and you move forward with the purchase, and you buy the car, and you're like, wow, this just did not make me as happy as I thought it would. Do I have the car? Yes. Did I create the plan to get the car? Yes. Did I invest my time and money into creating a strategy on how to obtain the car? And yes. And is there a level of satisfaction that you achieve that goal of buying the car? Again, just using that as an example. Yes. But are you emotionally happy? No. I've tapped into a group of you where you have learned that material possessions don't equate to emotional contentment. And so you're looking for a new opportunity, a new job, a new way of living, a new way of bringing joy into your life. So what situation in your life is showing you your greatest accomplishments, your life, but you're not emotionally content with what you have created? Wow. Six of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, and Ace of Swords. It's like, if I have the opportunity to move forward in a new direction, in a way, or towards something or someone where it's more heart-based, that's the direction that I want to go in. That's the direction I want to pour my pentacle energy into. So I've tapped into a group of you where you're not satisfied with the situation, environment, or connection that you currently exist in. And you're realizing that because for whatever material gains you have in that, there's no happiness. So now you're looking for an opportunity to create happiness in your life. This is actually a really beautiful reading for you, Aries. Tell me about that Queen of Cups here. I feel like this is what you want. You want to really love your life. You want to really love your life again. Tell me about that Queen of Cups. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Queen of Cups, clarified by Two of Swords, Knight of Wands, and the Three of Swords. It breaks your heart that you haven't yet moved in that direction, that you have stalled on it, or you have not taken the inspired action to move towards it. So for many of you, you have identified what this Ace of Pentacles is. You have great clarity that that's where you want to be or where you should be. And you have some regret here that you procrastinated, or you took too long, or that you didn't take the inspired action when you could have. This has given me the feeling of like a missed opportunity. However, nothing in life is a missed opportunity. You just kind of have to get out of the Two of Swords, Three of Swords feeling here, getting out of the mind of saying what could have been and turn it into a what can be. So let's get you 3 cards here of advice. How can Aries achieve this heart-based new beginning that they're desiring? 3 cards of advice here for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Your advice, 8 of Pentacles, start working. Knight of Cups, 9 of Pentacles. Start working on whatever it is here that sets your heart on fire, not your wallet. Not your wallet. Excuse me. Start working on situations, environments, connections, this plan, this goal, whatever this is here for you. It's like start today in that 8 of Pentacles energy towards whatever this is that opens your heart up, or that your heart is calling you towards. And it's something you can do alone in the 9 of Pentacle energy. I don't really feel like you need another individual to move you into this direction. You know where it is that you want to be, or you know what type of relationship you want to be in, or you know what kind of job you want to have. This is a decision that you and you alone can make. No one else can make this decision for you. But if you choose to move in that direction, your advice is to start today towards whatever or whomever it is here that is sort of pulling on your heartstrings. It's time for the Aries collective to be led by their heart. Wow, powerful message there for you. That is what I have for you as your tarot card for the week of August 31st, 2025. If you like that message, it resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, Aries, I'm wishing you good luck with that. And as always, I'm sending you light, love, and peace. Hello, Taurus, my bull gang. Let's see, what is your tarot card for the week of August 31st, 2025? You have the 7 of Cups. What situation, environment, or connection in your life is bringing you a variety of choices? Now remember, this is not what you don't see coming. This is advice for you from source. So why is the 7 of Cups the tarot card of the week for Taurus? For Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Your first card out, the Tower, followed by King of Wands, 5 of Cups, and the Fool. Well, there's your whole reading. Bottom of the deck, Page of Wands, 5 of Wands, and the King of Cups. That leaves a Queen of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords here at the bottom of the deck. So there's an abrupt change here, or has been an abrupt change. I'm going to say has been because this is not a predictive reading. There has been an abrupt change here in the life or lives of the Taurian collective. Tell me more about the Tower. I feel like that Tower moment was supposed to or was intended to set you on a new path, Taurus. Some of you have been resisting the path for whatever reason, right? We all get stuck in that. But the Tower was intended to steer you onto a new path. What was this Tower here for Taurus? What was the Tower? One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Tower, Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, and the Emperor. So let's say that this is like work related. You could have had a discussion or an argument or a disagreement with a boss, let's say, about a promotion or a raise or something like that. You felt like you really earned it. You asked for it, or you were expecting it, and it was a no from the Emperor, and it created a Tower moment. And that Tower moment was then intended to say to you, hey, Taurus, you don't have to stay at a job that doesn't appreciate you. There are at least 7 other jobs out there that would be so happy to have you as an employee because of your work ethic and your dedication, right? Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, very dedicated to their jobs, usually, especially high-vibing Taurus. So something like this occurred here. And if this is like a romantic relationship, this is like I gave my all, I invested in this relationship, and then the Emperor or Empress, I don't read body parts, did something or said something that rocked the foundation of my relationship with this individual. Whatever that was for you, and however that played out in your life, it was intended to tell you that you were playing it too small, or you were staying in a situation, environment, or connection that you simply outgrew. You were meant for something more and something bigger. And so the reason why the Tower was created was so that you would take the inspired action on your own behalf and to turn that pain into power and to have a new beginning in another direction. At least that was the intended purpose. Some of you got a little stuck in that. Others of you are moving forward, right? Everyone moves on the timeline at their own pace, right? In their own time. But all of you are catching up to the new beginning. So tell me about this here. Tell me about the new beginning for Taurus. Let's clarify that Fool card. Yeah, some of you have already started to act on the new beginning. Others of you are just coming to the realization, oh, that's why that happened, because I was supposed to look for another job or a better living situation, or I was supposed to leave that person. So I feel like you're all getting caught up, so to speak. Like all the various timelines are merging, converging to bring you all onto the new path. Tell me about this new path here. And it's a path where you are taking pain and loss and grief of what occurred back there and turning it into power to forge ahead. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Fool card is being clarified by the 3 of Cups, the 3 of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. I really love this for you. 2 of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. You deserve to be in environments, situations, and connections that celebrate you, Taurus, that are on the same page as you, that have the same common goals and beliefs as you, and that believe in you and legitimately want to collaborate with you. So that's where you're headed. That's your fresh new beginning. When you all get there will be a little bit different, but that now appears to be the path for the Taurian collective. So the universe created this Tower moment or moments in order to get you to turn pain into power and to forge ahead. So what situation in your life is bringing you a variety of choices? The Tower moment, which the majority of you have already experienced. Page of Wands, 5 of Wands, and the King of Cups. What is that all about? I think we picked this up for you in a reading a week or 2 ago, where I said the person or people that you might be informing of this decision may not be too happy. There could be some discord or disagreement. And then we had a secondary reading for you, I think it was a couple of days later, that said the person would be okay with you leaving. I'm starting to get the feeling now they're 2 different people. So what do I mean by that? Because I'm looking at the way the cards are spread out. So let's say you did have this issue at work. I'm going to use work as an example. You're telling your immediate manager or supervisor, I'm giving, the big boss my 2-week notice, but I just want to give you the courtesy of letting you know. I feel like that person would be okay with it. The big boss may not be. That's the feeling that I get here. Or you're telling your friends and family that you're breaking up with this person, and they're okay with it. They're supportive, but the person you're breaking up with won't be. There's something like that here at play. I do think that you have support from other people, or you will have support from other people once you literally vocalize this shift, move, or change that you're making. There just seems here to be one person that won't be so happy that you're leaving. So tell me about the 5 of Wands here for Taurus. One more shuffle here. Thank you. 5 of Wands is clarified by the Ace of Cups, the Star card, and the Eight of Wands. So it's like when you communicate that you're moving towards the new job, or taking care of yourself, or whatever it is, the new living situation, new love, whatever it is, you're moving towards wish fulfillment. When you communicate this to whoever this King, Queen of Cups is, I would be prepared for some disagreement, discord. This person doesn't appear to be happy that you're leaving. So it could be a little confrontational. I just think that you need to prepare for that. Anything else Taurus needs to know about this person or the conversation they'll be having with this person? Anything else Taurus needs to know? One more shuffle here. Thank you. You have the Nine of Swords, you have the Queen of Swords, and you have the Hermit. Bottom of the deck, Four of Pentacles. You don't really need to respond. It might be troublesome for you, right? There's in that Nine of Swords feeling, it's kind of like, God, I didn't think they were going to act that way, or I didn't think they would say that. So it will bother you to some degree, but your advice here is just cut them off. Like a Queen of Swords would do. Queen of Swords would just cut someone off. There's no response. I said what I said. I'm sorry that you're not happy with it. I'm still moving in the direction of the new, right? I'm giving you my 2 weeks notice, just an example. I know that you're not happy with it, but there's nothing I can do. I'm already slated to start my next job in whatever time, and so this is the notice that I'm giving you. And it's just telling you to come from a place of like, I hate to say you're like better than them. I think you need to show up better than them. You should be showing up as the Queen of Swords to the Hermit, someone who's enlightened, someone who speaks with great clarity and also great brevity. The Queen of Swords doesn't get into the pit. She doesn't have long conversations. She says what she has to say. It's short, it's concise, and then she goes quiet. And that's basically your advice here on how to deal with this person. Although it will trigger you mentally. Whatever, words this person has to say, but just don't let it bother you. If you see how the cards came out, the Queen of Swords just has her back to this. I say she, there's a woman on the card, but you could be a masculine. It's just kind of like ignore it and continue to move forward. Four of Pentacles, the Hierophant. Yeah, look at that. In the Four of Cups, that's you as the Hierophant. Just hold back from saying anything. You don't have to respond to what this person is saying. That's what I have for you, Taurus. So what situation, environment, or connection in your life is bringing you a variety of choices? The Tower moment that occurred. And now we have a little sneak peek into the future. When you finally do disengage with this individual or this group of people, I would expect some pushback, but your advice here seems to be, I said what I said, and then kind of go quiet. That is what I have for you, Taurus, for your tarot card of the week. If you like that message, resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Gemini Twin Gang. Let's see what our tarot card is for the week of August 31st, 2025. We have the Queen of Swords. What situation in your life do you need to be logical about? Situation, environment, connection. You could be a King of Swords. I don't read body parts or gender. Remember, this is not what you don't see coming. This is advice for you from source. So why is the Queen of Swords here? The tarot card of the week for the Gemini collective. Excuse me. For Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. One more shuffle here. Thank you. First card out, the Sun, the Knight of Swords, Temperance, and the Nine of Swords. Bottom of the deck, Page of Cups, Seven of Swords, and the Two of Pentacles. Tell me about that Seven of Swords here for Gemini. You know I was going to go right for that card. You know it. Tell me about the Seven of Swords here for Gemini. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Seven of Swords is clarified by Ten of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, and the King of Pentacles. Okay. Why is the Knight of Swords here for Gemini? Why is the Knight of Swords here for Gemini? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Knight of Swords clarified by Three of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, and the Moon card. Okay. And the Nine of Swords. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Nine of Swords is clarified by Five of Swords, Judgment, and the Six of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Page of Wands. So, Gemini, again, this is not a predictive reading. excuse me. This is not a predictive reading, so this has already happened. So if it's not your reading, just check another placement. There seems to have been some type of Three of Swords conflict between you and another individual. There's some hurtful words here that were exchanged. I'm not blaming you. I'm not blaming the other person. I just see it as being very, very shared energy here. Again, I'm not blaming either party. I'm just saying something transpired here that wounded two individuals. And I don't know who this person is to you, a friend, a family member, a lover, but I do know that you have already decided they are a soulmate, soul bond connection to you. Your advice, and it's only advice, if you wanted to restore the connection with this individual, you need to be logical, right? In order to heal it, there's an apology here that needs to be given in the Page of Cups. And I feel like it comes from both sides. I feel you're the Knight of Swords energy here, right? Whether you're masculine or feminine. I have Three of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, and a Moon card. I feel like from a place of pain, you spoke out because you were very emotional in that Moon card, because you were coming from a place of pain. You lashed out or spoke up in a way that wounded another individual. This other individual who caused your pain or contributed to it in some way with their Seven of Swords behavior. And this could be terrible words they said to you, or maybe you caught this person lying, cheating, stealing. They also said some words to you because of the burdens that they felt because of what transpired between the two of you. If you want to save this connection, if you want to overcome the Five of Swords that occurred here, and you're making the judgment call that this soulmate soul bond connection has some value to you, and you want to heal it, the Sun card is the most healing card in the deck, then you need to bring some balance, temperance into the connection. And the way for you to do that is an exchange here of apologies between the two of you. Two of Pentacles. It's like both sides need to apologize to the other for what transpired here. I just saw the Ace of Wands. So that's how you could have a new beginning with this individual. Tell me about the Page of Cups. This is only advice. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Page of Cups clarified by the World, the Five of Wands, and the Seven of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Wands. The only way to prevent the ending from this, the only way to prevent the ending of this relationship is to fight for this relationship. And I don't mean verbally fight, but I mean, be vulnerable enough to extend the apology for whatever discord or disagreement or cutting words were said. If not, the connection here, the soul contract will close out. It's only, due time that it'll close out. So you need to really look at this logically, this connection. Is this someone that you want, in your life for the duration? Is this a connection you want to continue investing in? Or are you okay with closing it out and never speaking to this person again? We have the Knight of Wands, we have the Ten of Cups, and we have this Four of Swords. Do you want to take the inspired action to restore happiness to this connection? And if you need some time to think about it and meditate, go ahead and do that. And maybe that's what the two of you need right now. But the only way to get, back on track towards the Ten of Cups is for there to be a mutual apology here between the two. That is what I have for you, Gemini, at this time. If you like that message, it resonated with you, don't drop me no hate. I don't want to hear, I'm not apologizing to him, I'm not apologizing to her. I don't care. I love you, Gemini, but I also know that being a Gemini sign, you're very dualistic, and one minute you want to apologize to the person, and the next minute you don't. So don't drop any hate. You decide what is best for you, but this is your tarot card for the week. What situation, environment, or connection in your life do you need to be logical about? And the logical thing here is, if you want an apology, then you also have to see what you did to contribute to cause that, Three of Swords, Seven of Swords, Five of Swords, Five of Wands, discord in this connection, and then apologize for your role in that, and then that person will do the same. That is what I have for you for the week of August 31st, 2025. If you like that message, resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Cancer. Let's see, what is your tarot card for the week of August 31st, 2025? You have the Page of Cups. What situation in your life is bringing about some type of opportunity? Now, remember, this is not what you don't see coming. This is just advice for you for the week ahead. So why is the Page of Cups the tarot card of the week for Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. What situation, environment, or connection in your life is bringing about some type of opportunity? One more shuffle. Thank you. You have the Three of Swords. I cannot tell you how well I shuffled this deck between now and the reading that I did earlier in the day. King of Pentacles. We get like very similar cards. 5 of Swords and these 7 of Swords. Bottom of the deck, 6 of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, and 6 of Swords. Ah, got to take this. Ace of Cups, 4 of Wands, Ace of Swords. Oh my God, 3 of Cups. It just gets better. Hierophant. So, my dear, you've had this heartbreaking situation. Someone either lied to you, or they cheated on you, or they deceived you, or they were underhanded in some way. There was chaos and conflict when it came to the connection you had with this person. This connection is bringing about a new opportunity. There's something here about not putting too much pentacle energy, time, love, money, your thoughts, your resources into thinking about what transpired back then. Even if this is fresh and new for some of you. For some of you, it's not so fresh and new. But there's something here about accepting that this was meant to happen. So 6 of Swords, you could move on towards what or who you're meant to be and who you're meant to be with. So this is the job that you're supposed to be at. This is the relationship you're supposed to be in. You know, this is the friend or friend group you're supposed to have in your life, not this person or not these people. And there's something here about seeing that very clearly and now taking the inspired action to pour pentacle energy into the new path. This heartbreaking situation is your opportunity to have something far better in your life. But as with all aces, they're just opportunities. We have to go out there and find them, claim them, create them. 8 of Cups, 5 of Cups. Some of you are still sitting in the 8 of Cups, 5 of Cups over this situation, environment, or connection that ended. And if this isn't a situation, or I should say a connection, where there was like a breakup, or you were, you know, fired unfairly or something like that, this could just be someone who passed away and you feel that 7 of Swords, like you were cheated because you didn't have enough time with that person. So this played out for each of you differently in your lives, but your advice here is it's time to get back to living. It's almost to see this as a blessing in disguise. So tell me anything else that Cancer needs to know about this. 3 of Swords, King of Pentacles, 5 of Swords, and the 7 of Swords. Anything else they need to know about this? We'll get 3 cards here. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Because here you have this new opportunity. You have a new community, or a new job, or new friends, or a relationship that, you know, can really go the distance here. This is a person or people that are authentic and truthful and honest, and they like collaborating with you, and they like working with you, and they like building with you, and they enjoy celebrating you. And with the Hierophant card, this is, you know, person or people. If this is a romantic relationship, this is the one that really can go next level. Or it's a job that you were meant to be at, or these are just friends that you have the same inherent beliefs, the same moral beliefs or political beliefs or religious beliefs, whatever it is that's so important to you. This person or these people share that. So there's something here understanding that this closed out or ended. So new energies now can be brought into your life. What else do you need to know? Hangman, 5 of Pentacles, and the Hermit. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Pentacles. It's okay to pause and look back at what happened and the pain that you experienced. But that Hermit card says it's time to go within and look at what was the lesson of that connection or connections or that experience or those experiences, and then move forward, releasing the heartache, releasing the burdens, releasing all of this pain, and just hold on to the Hermit energy of the lessons. The lessons will be important so you don't repeat them in the future, but that's all you need to take with you. The Hermit travels very lightly. So it's kind of like, okay, take this moment to look back at why that played out the way it did, why that person or those situations are no longer in your life. What was the purpose for them to be in your life? What did you learn? What information did you glean from them? How will it help you to become a better person? Because that's why that person or those people were in your lives. Not to cause you heartbreak, but to break your heart in order to fix your vision. So how did it fix your vision? What did you learn? And then just take that with you. Just take the lesson and start to forge forward or charge forward onto the new path. So what situation in your life is bringing about some type of opportunity? The loss or losses that you have experienced in the past, it's time to really let them go, to forgive, to release, and to move forward. That is what I have for you, my love. If you like that message, it resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of it, or maybe just found it to be helpful or even hopeful, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Leo. Let's see, what is your tarot card for the week of August 31st, 2025? You have the 2 of Swords. What is being closed off or blocked out of your reality? Why is the 2 of Swords here for Leo? Why is this their tarot card of the week? Now, keep in mind, this is not what you don't see coming. This is just advice for you from source. So why is the Two of Swords the tarot card of the week for Leo? Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. One more shuffle here. Thank you. First card out, Six of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, Five of Wands, and Temperance. Bottom of the deck, the Hierophant, the Sun, and the Two of Wands. I feel like this is a little bit of a warning for the Leo collective. And I'm not one of those alarmist tarot readers, but I feel like you've moved on from a chaotic situation, environment, or connection, because what precedes the Six of Swords is the Five of Swords. And I kind of feel like you've got your head down and you're working on something new. And I don't know what that new is for you because it's a collective general reading, but it seems to be of great interest to you. And you have your head down and you're busy. And I think the busyness is blocking something out, right? The Two of Swords, the person is blindfolded. So there's something here that you're not seeing. And what you're not seeing is that there's about to be some type of discord here between you and another individual, or you and a group of people. Tell me about the Five of Wands. With that Hierophant card, it could be someone in a civic group or community group that you're part of. It very well could be at your place of employment, because the Hierophant in a career and finance read for me anyway is like the entity that you work for. It could be a marriage for you. So this could be your spouse or someone that you saw as having long-term commitment with. Very well could be a family member as well. You're not seeing this. So the divine is giving you a little bit heads up this week that this is headed your way. Tell me about the Five of Wands here. Tell me about the Five of Wands here. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Five of Wands is clarified by the King of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, and the Six of Cups. Bottom of that, Page of Swords. Well, you will hear about it. Again, I feel like you're busy working since you've moved on from something that ended or radically changed in your life, and you're busy forging forward. I feel like you have an individual here who kind of has been watching you. This is a soulmate, soul bond connection. But this person has something to say to you or about your newfound independence here. In that Nine of Pentacles card, it's like you become free, independent, autonomous of something. It could be a pattern. It could be a person, a situation. I don't know what you left behind there. I just know that you're diligently working on the new. And there's someone here who has been watching you for a while. And tell me more. What else does Leo need to know about this person? I have the Death card here. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Death card, Justice, Five of Pentacles. Excuse me. Magician at the bottom of the deck, to the Tower, to the Fool card. You have someone here. There's jealousy here, and you're not seeing it. You have a friend, a family member, a lover, could be even an ex for some of you, who's watching you move on, watching you diligently work, watching you get over something, or maybe even get over them. And this person is quite jealous at your ability to bounce back, to transform your life. It's almost like you did an autocorrect with whatever happened back there. So this person, I feel like you're the Eight of Pentacles and they're the Five of Pentacles. They somehow feel left behind. Whether they caused that Five of Swords in the past or not, I don't know. I just know you made the choice to move on from it. This person's been watching you for a while. And there's a feeling here of jealousy that you were able to move forward, manifest the life you want, or you're currently working on this new beginning, manifesting this new beginning. And there's a feeling here of like, see, Nine of Wands, the Three of Swords, Nine of Wands, the Three of Swords, the Moon card. I don't think you realize how much resentment this person harbors for you. So just be mindful of that. I think that's what's blocked out. You might think that this person has moved on and that they don't want you or need you anymore. And I'm not saying they do or they don't. I'm not trying to give you any false hope. I'm just saying that this person, they're a little bit jealous that you were able to like move on or do better without them, or without them being in your life, or since they left your life. I do believe some of you will be hearing from this person. And then you'll need to make a choice about whether or not you want to respond, or even how you will be responding to this person. Advice here for Leo. Advice here for Leo. Wow. Your advice. Page of Wands, Three of Swords. When you receive the communication from this individual, and they are sitting here in the Three of Swords, whether they created it or not, I don't know. I'm not getting in the middle of that fight. I'm just telling you, when they communicate with you, their sadness that you were so easily able to move on from them. I don't think it was easy at all. Eight of Pentacles is no joke. This takes an enormous amount of dedication to push past pain and focus on other areas of your life. So I don't think it was easy for you, but you have made progress in moving on from your Three of Swords. They haven't. So in terms of advice, when you receive this communication, Two of Pentacles and the Emperor, this is telling you, if you choose to respond, to do it in a very balanced way, but also from a place of authority. The Emperor would not stoop down to the level of a page. This person is coming in page energy, right? We didn't see them as a knight here or as a king. They showed up as a page. So there's something here about when you receive this communication, understand that even though while you're growing and evolving and advancing, I hate to make it sound hierarchical, but this person did not. And so there's something here about when you respond to them, to do it in a balanced way and from a place where you are the authority figure of your life, right? You have bossed up, you have grown up, and you don't need to, I hate to say, like, lower yourself to respond to this person. You don't need to lower yourself to their level. Bottom of that, King of Wands. That's you, baby, whether you're masculine or feminine. So keep that in mind. This person is coming in page level, but that's what you're not seeing because you're just so focused on the new and focused on the new path. So that's a little heads up for you from the divine. That is what I have for you, Leo, for the week of August 31st, 2025. If you like that message, resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Virgo. Let's see, what is your tarot card for the week of August 31st, 2025. You have the Six of Swords. What do you need to remove yourself from in order to have peace of mind? Tell me more about the Six of Swords here for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. What do you need to remove yourself from in order to have peace of mind? Remember, this is not what you don't see coming. This is just advice for you from Source. One more shuffle here. Thank you. This is being clarified by the Hierophant, King of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Five of Pentacles. You need to remove yourself from thinking that you're less than, that you can't do it, that you don't deserve better, that you'll never be better, you'll never make more money. You need to remove yourself from the feeling of lack. Bottom of the deck, the Hermit, that's you, Judgment, and Wheel of Fortune. Your new path is here. I feel like with that Queen of Swords, you need to see it very clearly that you are capable of attaining and achieving and maintaining this Ace of Cups. You are worthy of love. You are worthy of a new job. You're worthy of a better job. You're worthy of better friends. You're worthy of a better living situation. And you have the power within you to move forward and create all of that and attract all of that for yourself. So what do you need to remove yourself from? Situations, environments, or connections that either leave you feeling in the Five of Cups. I'm sorry, maybe for some of you it is Five of Cups, Five of Pentacles, like you're, in situations, environments, or connections that make you feel not good enough, or that don't value you, or don't treat you like you're worth anything. And for some of you, you don't actually have a person doing this to you. You're kind of doing it to yourself. So whether it's happening externally or internally, what you need to remove yourself from is that Five of Pentacles feeling. I feel like you're actually the King of Pentacles or Queen of Pentacles, but inside you believe you're the Five of Pentacles, and that's just not true. You are not the Five of Pentacles. Tell me about the Five of Pentacles here. One more shuffle here. Thank you. We have the Empress. We have Four of Wands, Eight of Cups, Five of Swords. So at some point, and I can read this a couple of different ways. I can read this that, please don't be mad at me, cross-watcher. I could read this as in your childhood, because the Empress is nurturing a baby here, that in your childhood, in the place where you were supposed to feel the most safe and the most secure and the most loved and the most valued and the most cherished, you had a parent or guardian that always made you feel like you weren't wanted. Made you feel like you shouldn't have been born, or made you feel like you were a burden, or made you feel like you weren't good enough, or that you added to the chaos in their life. If this is a parent, this is very destructive language from a parent to a child. And so even though you have grown up to become the Hierophant to the King of Pentacles, where you know your value and you know your worth, internally, the voice or voices from this person or these people still echo within you. If it's not a parent or a guardian in your upbringing, then this could be someone that you had a long-term committed relationship with, or you were married to at some point, or you wanted to be. You valued this person. You had them on a bit of a pedestal there in the Emperor/Empress energy. And this person made you feel rejected or unwanted or emotionally abandoned you at some point. And even though you have moved on from this person, or you're trying to, again, the words or actions that they took upon you left you believing that you really aren't the King or Queen of Pentacles, that you're just the Five of Pentacles. And that's simply not true. So you need to move on from the voices within that are really not your own. And they belong to someone else. Anyone from your childhood, or like I said, as an adult person or people that you had romantic connections with. I mean, could even be friends, but whoever this person or these people were, they don't define who you are today. They never even clearly defined you back then. They were supposed to nurture their connection with you. They failed to do that. That's on them. It's not that they didn't nurture the connection with you because you weren't worthy of it. They didn't nurture it because they didn't know how to be a good fucking nurturer. That's the long and short of it. So whoever this person or these people were, there's something here that you need to see very clearly. That the voices within you that tell you that you're not good enough, those aren't your voices. They belong to someone else. It's time that you stop listening to them. Let's get you 3 cards of advice here. 3 cards of advice here for Virgo. You need to make that judgment call. Like Virgo needs to make the judgment call that the next cycle of my life, I'm not going to look at myself the way this person or these people looked at me. Just because they didn't know how to nurture their connection with me is no fault of my own. It should not reduce your value or how you see yourself. Let's get you 3 cards of advice. One more shuffle here. Thank you. King of Wands, 5 of Wands, and the World card. Close the chapter on that. Take the inspired action to close the chapter on all of those awful words or experiences that you had with this person or these people, and finally close the door on it, like for good. And I would even forgive them. Whether you want to do that via text or phone, you can. If not, energetically, you could write out a letter. We have a full moon in Pisces on September 7th. You can do a full moon ritual. Go to my website, thetimelinetarot.com. Click on resources, and it's free there. Just scroll down a bit. It says full moon ritual, and it'll give you a step-by-step on how to release this once and for all. Typically, for me, what I do is I write a letter to that person that I do not intend to send. I pour everything out into it, that everything I want to express about what they said or my memory of it and how it made me feel and why I need to cut the cord from them. And whatever else you want to add in there, because you won't be sending it. Energetically, you'll be sending it, but not, figuratively. So write it out, sit down on that full moon in Pisces. Full moons are all about releasing. Light your candle or candles. Again, just follow that step-by-step there on the website. But typically that's what I do. I sit up here with a stainless steel bowl of water. I light the letter. And when it burns, probably a third of the way through, I just drop it into the bowl and I say, I release you. I release you. And I would just let this go, because there's no reason why in this next chapter of your life, you need to continually look at yourself like you're the 5 of Pentacles. You're not the 5 of Pentacles, baby. You're the king or the queen. Start acting like it, damn it. No, no, but seriously, it's time to let this go once and for all. So what do you need to remove yourself from in order to have peace of mind? You need to really let go of that. And again, it does come with forgiveness. It's, I forgive that person or those people. And you can write that in the letter. I forgive you for not seeing my value and my worth, but it doesn't mean I don't have value or worth. It just means you are incapable of seeing it. And so I forgive you for that because you didn't know any better. Let it go once and for all and move on. 6 of Swords is your tarot card of the week, my love. That is what I have for you for the week of August 31st, 2025. If you like that message, resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And of course, if you're celebrating your birthday this week, I'd like to wish you a very happy birthday. Until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Libra. Let's see what is your tarot card for the week of August 31st, 2025. You have the 2 of Wands. Are you prepared to make a decision that may change the course of your life? My Libra collective has been going through it. Now, unlike the other 2 air signs, you are a cardinal sign. You're not mutable, where, one day you want to do one thing, the next day you don't know. You're not a fixed sign where you stick your head in the sand, no offense to fixed signs, and you're like, I don't see anything, I don't want to do anything. You're a cardinal sign, which means you take action. I think it's time for you to take action. How long? And I'm speaking to you as a friend, can you sit at the 2 of Wands? It's not fair to you. You need to move forward in your life, in whatever direction you choose. But it's time for you to make a change here, Libra. Otherwise, you're just going to keep repeating a cycle in the same place. You know what I mean? And that's not fair to you. So Two of Wands is your tarot card of the week. I just saw the Judgment card. So it's time for you to make a judgment call, make that decision. Are you prepared to make a decision that may change the course of your life? Remember, this is not what you don't see coming. This is your advice from source. Why is this the tarot card of the week for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus? One more shuffle here. Thank you. First card out, 8 of Cups. 7 of Swords. Oof. Queen of Cups, the Death card. Remember, it's just advice. If you want to sit there at the Y point and do the same thing all over again, you can. 6 of Cups, the Star, and the Page of Wands. Or you can move forward towards soulmate, soul bond connections that are far healthier for you than whatever this mess is that you're leaving behind. This has been coming up so loudly in the Libra collective. You exist in a connection with a friend, a family member, or a lover who, whether you realize it or not, most of you already realize it, one, you're not emotionally fulfilled in that 8 of Cup energy. 8 of Cups is, ugh. 8 of Cups is, I thought this would be the 9 or 10 Cups, and it's not. It's 8. It's void of emotional contentment. It's barely being able to throw a smile on your face through the day when you're interacting with this person or these people. So 8 of Cups is a lack of emotional contentment. And then you have the 7 of Swords. So not only are you deceiving yourself by continuing to exist in this person is deceiving you as well. This is very much trickster energy. 7 of Swords to the Queen of Cups very well could be someone who emotionally manipulates you, psychologically manipulates you. That's very much of a love bombing, gaslighter kind of energy in order to get their way. And you're sitting at a Y point dealing with this type of individual over and over and over again. It's like a hamster on a wheel. Nothing's going to change. You can stay on the ride. It doesn't change. This is like being on a Ferris wheel. It's the same thing. It's the same view. No matter how many times you go around on that Ferris wheel, it does not change. You can sit on it for the whole 3 days that the carnival is in town. It does not change. Or you can get off of it and get on another ride. And I kind of feel like that's the divine is screaming at you to move forward, to heal yourself and move towards wish fulfillment. Because there's no way that, and if you believe in God to some extent, there's no way that God put you on this planet and said, Libra, I'm going to single you out. You deserve to be in a connection that is 7 of Swords and 8 of Cups. Why would a God want you to stay in this, in a connection that sabotages your happiness and your emotional contentment and makes you feel unloved? It's just not possible. If we look at the universe and source and God as a source of love and light, they don't want this for you. This is a decision you made at some point to enter it, and that's okay because you believed it could be more. And maybe for a short period of time it was, but it no longer is. It's time to see it for what it is and move on. I know some of you don't want to hear it and you probably clicked off of the video, but for those of you who do want to hear it, this is your tarot card for the week. So why is the Death card here? Why is the Death card here? One more shuffle here. Thank you. This is card number 13. So September 13th may be important for one of you watching. We have Strength. We have 4 of Wands. And we have the Tower. It takes a lot of strength and perseverance to blow up something that at one point was structured and stable, or the marriage we thought we were always going to have, or vacate the living situation that we thought we would always be in. It's not easy to do that, but it is the choice in the Lover's card that you get to make. You get to make this choice now. You sat in this long enough. Something was revealed to you at some point. It was supposed to turn you in another direction. It was supposed to get you to pivot. Some of you have pivoted. God bless. You're already on the new path. Many of you have not. This is Source kind of reaching out to those of you who haven't made the pivot yet, that, yeah, it's going to take a lot of strength and courage and perseverance to I can't even use the word destabilize because it's already destabilized. Once that 7 of Swords happened, the situation, environment, or connection became destabilized. So this is telling you to let the Tower fall. Again, it's only advice. It's telling you to let the Tower fall, but of course, it's your choice. You can continue to stay in it, but it doesn't mean that it'll change. I want to get you 3 cards of advice. Some of you really clinging on to the back of that bumper out of fear. And some of you haven't. Some of you are like, I'm good. Moving forward, or I'm making a plan to move forward. And God bless those of you who have done that. But many of you have not. 3 cards of advice for those who have not. One more shuffle. Thank you. Knight of Cups, Page of Cups, Ace of Cups, self-love. A lot of self-love. And moving forward towards a person or people that will love you. And take your time to do this. You don't, your advice here is also you don't need to leave one connection and immediately enter another. You can take your time. The Knight of Cups is the 3rd slowest knight in tarot. So you can take your time doing this. But what you need to immediately do in terms of advice, you need to immediately start loving yourself. Because once you love yourself and your self-esteem rises, you will realize you deserve far better than this person or these people were ever giving you. Now, at some point, you're all getting onto the same path. Some of you are here already. Others of you, you're just making your way. But eventually, you will all converge onto the same path. So for those who have, tell me about the Page of Wands. Tell me about the Page of Wands. Thank you. We have the Hierophant. We have Judgment, which I saw at the onset of your reading while shuffling. One more card here. One more shuffle. Thank you. And the Two of Pentacles. This is the World card. Can't make it up. So eventually, by hook or by crook, you will all be on the new path. The divine wants you to be on the new path. Some of you are already on your way, and that's great. And you're being assisted here by your ascended masters and your archangels and your spirit guides. And you are being led into the new beginning in a very balanced way, in a very healthy way. And you have some beautiful new soulmate, soul bond connections waiting for you on the other side. And if you already made it through, you should be connecting with these people relatively soon because they're now on your path for you to, for your paths to intersect and for you to meet these people. For others of you, you're struggling here, but eventually you will be pushed onto the new path. It's just a matter of time. Taurus season would probably be the last of the Libra collective that will be pushed. I'm talking about Taurus season 2026. There's a judgment call here being made that those of you staying in a situation, environment, or connection that is 8 of Cups, 7 of Swords, you can sit in this for as long as you want up to a certain point. And at that point, you're holding back the collective. So this is sort of like a shift or be shifted. I'm not one of those tarot readers that like injects fear in people. I have to tell you what the cards are saying to me as an intuitive energy tarot reader. So are you prepared to make a decision that may change the course of your life? I feel like if you don't make it now, you eventually will be forced to make it. So that's why I feel like this is a heads up. Like you can do it now, the easy way, on your own terms, set that plan, set that goal, work towards it, love on yourself. Or if you decide to stay here, you will eventually be, I hate to say it, pushed into the new beginning. A quick example I'll give you, and I think I've used this before as an example. You're at work and you go to work every day and you're noticing every day there's another cubicle empty. You're like, well, I'm just going to keep my head down. I know that they're firing people. I know any day now I could walk in and it could be me, but I'm not going to do anything about it. I'm not going to look for another job. And meanwhile, the divine is trying to get everyone who works for that company onto a new path, new job, new career goals. And you're one of the last saying, just going to go to work every day, put my head in the cubicle and pretend everyone around me is not being fired. Last minute, now you have the choice, right? You could right now start planning out the next job. What is it going to look like? Work on your resume, apply to 100 different places. This is the time to learn something new, maybe hop an industry. Because if at some point by Taurus season you don't do this, you walk into one day and you get fired. And then you're like, shit, I have no paycheck next Friday. No. And you can't say you didn't see it coming. Again, I'm not the tarot reader who scares people. I got to tell you the messages that I get. So, come 6 months from now, you can't be like, oh, crap. I didn't see that coming. Yes, you did. The whole time you kept your head in the cubicle and you didn't want to see it. You did now. So even if this is like staying with a partner that has cheated on you repeatedly, or hasn't put any effort into a relationship, you're like, well, I'm just going to put my head down and pretend, that didn't happen. And they're going to do it eventually. It'll be even far worse. There's a push here for the Libra collective. Those of you in bad situations to move into a good situation. You have an opportunity now to make the decision yourself. This is definitely a shift or be shifted moment for the Libra collective. And for those of you that you're already on the new path, maybe you want to drop some words of encouragement in the comment section below. give some advice. I don't know, connect to your fellow Libras, give them some, boost of confidence or something like that. And for those of you where you have made the shift, it looks like you have some new soulmates on path, and you'll need to make some decisions if you want to connect with those people, but they're coming in relatively soon within the next couple of weeks. Okay, but that's what I have for you, Libra. Your tarot card for the week is the Two of Wands. If you like that message, it resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Scorpio, my moon bebes. Let's see what is our tarot card for the week of August 31st, 2025. You have the Eight of Pentacles. What areas of your life requires you to create, requires real pentacle investment on your part? Now, this is not what you don't see coming. This is advice for you from Source. So tell me about the Eight of Pentacles here for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. What areas of your life do you need to work on? Just saw the Four of Wands. So maybe for some of you, it's structured, stability, or it's your home, like home improvement projects, or relocation, or financial stability. One more shuffle. Thank you. Sorry. We have the Moon card. We have the Chariot. We have the Five of Wands. And we have Justice. Bottom of the deck, Page of Cups, Three of Pentacles, Three of Cups. Oh boy, y'all are going to hate me today. This is not what you don't see coming. This is just advice, okay? There's a path here. I'm not going to call it a path. There's a goal that each of you have that you've been wanting to work on. I don't know what that goal is because it's a general collective reading. Some of you want to relocate. Some of you want to build a business. Some of you want to expand a business. Some of you want to learn a new skill. Some of you want to revamp your home. Like whatever that goal is for you, there's something here about as much as you want to move forward and be successful with it, you kind of block yourself from achieving this goal. You have everything it takes to achieve it, but you're blocking yourself. Don't be mad at me. You're blocking yourself because you're waiting for Page of Cups, Three of Pentacles, Three of Cups. You're waiting for an apology. You're waiting to have people there to help you with this. You're waiting for a love partner. You're waiting for a reunion, or you're waiting for reconnection, or you're waiting for the next text message. There's something here that you could be very successful with, and you're kind of not seeing it in the Moon card, that the one thing that is like holding you back is you waiting for this to come in. So this is impeding your growth. This is stepping on your cape. Now, by all rights, you're allowing it too, but that's what you need to see here. Tell me about the Moon card. That was fast. The Tower and the Two of Swords. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Emperor. Bottom of the deck, Three of Wands, waiting. So you could take the inspired action to get that project done or to achieve that goal. But what you're not seeing is the reason why that has not been successful is because you are either emotionally or mentally even waiting on something else in that Three of Wands. You're waiting. And I'll just give you an example. It's like, well, I'll start my day when I get a good morning text from whomever, my friend or my boyfriend or my girlfriend, whatever. You know, I'm going to start on this project when I have someone help me with it. And it's like, no, you can do this all on your own. You, as the Emperor, Empress of your life, you have everything it takes to achieve this goal or, you know, make this dream a reality. But what you're not seeing is you don't need to wait for this. This is delaying you. I'm not saying it's never coming in. I'm just telling you it's delaying you. You're waiting for the text, the phone call, the person, the people. You know, this is like, I'll go out to the movies when I have someone or a group of people to go with me. No, you could go now if that's what you want to do. If that's your goal or plan is to see that movie on Friday, you can go by yourself. That's what this is telling you. You have everything it takes. You can purchase a ticket online. You know, you can show up and buy yourself a little box of popcorn and something to drink and sit down and enjoy the movie. You don't have to wait until someone agrees to go with you or you have a person or people to go with you. That's all this is saying. It's not saying you'll never have that person or those people. It's just telling you not having them right now to engage on whatever this goal is with you should not impede you from achieving that goal. Five of Wands. Tell me why the Five of Wands here. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Five of Wands is clarified by King of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and the Ten of Swords. If you wait for this, you're going to kill that dream or that goal. For example, I want to see this movie in the movie theater. Unfortunately, movies don't stay in the movie theaters for the rest of our lives. They only play for a limited time. And then they end up on Hulu, you know? So there's something like that of like, and I'm just, you know, I don't mean to make light of it. I'm just using it as an example. If you want to see this movie in a movie theater and it is out now, you're going to have to go now to go see it. You can't wait to have a boyfriend, a girlfriend, or people or friends to go with you, because that movie won't be in the theater forever. It's limited time here. So it's almost like you end up killing the dream or the goal and not being able to go and enjoy the movie in the movie theater because you've been waiting for someone to go with, but it's like, no, you could go now. Same thing if this has anything to do with like travel, like you want to go on vacation. You're like, oh, but I don't want to go on vacation, you know, unless I have this person. But maybe the resort you want to go to won't be around in 5 years when you have this person. You just missed your chance to go to that resort or to enjoy that cruise or to enjoy it at that reduced price. So there's just something here that you need to do. You know you need to do it. You know you can be successful. And the High Priestess energy is like in your soul, you know that you can accomplish this on your own or enjoy it on your own or achieve it on your own. But you're waiting for this, a person or people to be able to do this with or enjoy this with. And Tarot card of the week is saying what areas of your life requires you to create, you by yourself, not with other people. Joy, happiness, projects, skills. These are a business. These are all things you can do on your own. You are fully capable. Let's get you 3 cards of advice, my love. Actually, let's clarify. Page of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups. One more shuffle. Thank you. Lovers, Empress, and Page of Pentacles. Most of you are waiting for a person or the one before you move forward. Don't wait. Time is your most precious commodity. You want to see that movie? Go see it. Don't wait to have a person or that person or the person. Go to the movies. You want to go on that cruise? Go on the cruise. You don't need that person or a person to go on the cruise. You want to open the business? Open the business. Whether you have someone or not. Some of you are waiting for a counterpart. Some of you have already identified this person. Some of you have not. But you're keeping your life on hold, waiting for this person to come back or waiting for this new person to come in. And this is just telling you not to do that. 6 of Pentacles, start investing today. We'll get you 3 cards of advice here. One more shuffle. Thank you. 3 cards of advice. Page of Wands, 6 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles. Figure out what that long-term goal is for yourself and start working on it. Page of Wands, start inquiring on how you can invest some real pentacle energy to make that dream or that goal come true. And if that person comes back around or a new person comes in, they can then enjoy the fruit of that labor with you, or you can share that experience with them or relive that experience with them. But don't miss out on doing it now because you're waiting for that person, whether they're a known entity or not. That is what I have for you, Scorpio. That is your tarot card for the week. It is the 8 of Pentacles. What areas of your life requires you to create? Whatever that is, start creating, my dear. That is what I have for you for the week of August 31st, 2025. If you like that message, resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Sagittarius. Let's see what is your tarot card for the week of August 31st, 2025. You have the Page of Pentacles. What skill are you being called to develop? Remember, this is not what you don't see coming. This is just advice for you from Source. So why is the Page of Pentacles the tarot card of the week for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus? Why is the Page of Pentacles their tarot card of the week? I was going to say that is the 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords. One more shuffle here. Thank you. First card out, 2 of Wands, the Magician, King of Swords, excuse me, 10 of Cups. Bottom of the deck, 5 of Cups, the Devil, and the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like these messages are on like a loop here for the Sagittarius collective. I don't know what's happening with my Sag collective. Some of you need to prepare for a new life path. You're not doing it. This is just an advice spread, right? I mean, you don't have to do this, but there's a new direction you're supposed to take that gets you away from a toxic situation, environment, or connection. You don't have to pack up your bags tomorrow and move in that direction, but there's something here you need to learn about the new direction. Otherwise, you're never going to be able to move on from the situation, environment, or connection. There's something here you need to learn. Do you need to learn a new skill? Do you need to find a new place where to live? Do you need to know how to better manage your money? Do you need to find a new job? There's something here you need to develop and you have not been developing. You're manifesting this 10 of Cups, but you're not really pouring any, you're not utilizing the 4 aces to show the divine, hey, I'm co-creating with you to make this happen. You sort of just been sitting here at the 2 of Wands, like, yep, I know that's the direction I want to go in or need to go in or want to go in one day, but I'm not doing anything about it right now. This comes in a lot quicker the moment you start working on the new. Okay. Tell me about the 10 of Cups here. Tell me about the 10 of Cups here. Because this new direction brings you to the level of emotional contentment you've always wanted for yourself. Tell me about the 10 of Cups. One more shuffle here. Thank you. 10 of Cups is clarified by Knight of Wands, 4 of Cups, and the King of Cups. Bottom of deck, the Chariot. If you don't take the inspired action, this could become either like a missed opportunity or a delayed opportunity. So I don't know what direction that is for you because it's a general collective reading. You know, I could be speaking to a Sagittarius where you're at a job that is toxic and you know that you need to leave it. And every day or every week you keep saying, I'm so miserable at this job. 5 of Cups and the Devil. I really can't wait till I find another job. Oh God, please bring me that new job. But then a whole other week goes by without you looking for the new job. And it's like you're missing opportunities to be employed elsewhere. So your message for the week is you need to start working or investing or researching the new job, the new living situation, how to get out of this toxic situation. Like, for example, let's say you're a Sagittarius or you're in a toxic marriage. And every day, every week, you're like, oh God, I can't wait till I get out of this. Well, what are you doing to get out of it? Like, do you have another job? Are you saving your money? Have you called some attorneys? Like, I know you want to get out of it. I know it doesn't feel good. You don't want to be with this person. Just an example, you want to move towards your new beginning. It's okay to ask. That's step 1 of manifestation is I'm asking for what I want. But step 2 is I'm utilizing all 4 aces to make it happen. And then step 3 is I believe every single day it's going to happen, even if it's not happening on that particular day. So you're doing step 1 right. The ask is there. Bravo. That's great. But then when it comes to following it through and like looking for the new or looking for a way out of whatever this is, that's what you're not doing. So you are continually missing opportunities. So we'll go back to job. If this is a job situation you're leaving, by not putting out your resume, last week you just missed 1 job opportunity that they would have hired you. Not saying you won't have others in the future, you will, but it's like every week that goes by, you're missing the opportunity. Let's say I'm speaking to a Sag that there's something here you want to do, like some type of creative endeavor, or a business you want to launch, or you want to write a book, or a movie script, or something like that. And you're like, I know it would be very successful, and it would make me very happy, and it would make me some, you know, I would have some monetary reward or gain from it. But every week that goes by, you're not writing the book or the manuscript. So, or the screenplay or whatever it is. So yes, you have identified what it is that you want, and you know that it'll help you move forward from where you're currently at. But every week that goes by, then you're missing the publisher who would, you know, want to publish your book, or you're missing the director that, you know, would want to, you know, buy your screenplay or something. There's something like that here. And it's like you have everything you need to do this. Just some of you aren't doing it. So your advice here, my love, is this week, start working on the new. Start writing that book or planning that dream vacation or looking at places to live or get that resume together if you want to get out of this job. It's never too early to start. That's what I just heard. So I hope that's helpful for you. That is what I have for you for the week of August 31st, 2025. If you like that message, resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of it, maybe just found it to be helpful or even hopeful, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to check out your other placements. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Capricorn. Let's see, what is your tarot card for the week of August 31st, 2025? The 7 of Wands. What area of your life needs boundaries and protection? Why is the 7 of Wands the tarot card of the week? Remember, this is not what you don't see coming. This is just advice for you, Cappy. Why is the 7 of Wands the tarot card of the week for Capricorn? For Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. Why is this their tarot card of the week? One more shuffle here. Thank you. First card out, 6 of Cups, 10 of Cups, King of Cups, 10 of Wands. Bottom of deck, the Hangman, the Tower, and the Knight of Pentacles. I love you, Cappy. Jennifer is a Cappy. I'm sure she's watching. I love my high-vibing Cappies. But you have, some of you, a person. For others of you, it's several people. There's soulmate, soul bond connections. This could be a spouse. This could be your kids. This is family or someone you would like to have as family, you know, one day. This person or these people create an enormous burden on you. They ask way too much of you, of your time, of your love, of your dedication. And you give, you give, you give, you give. You're always giving. You're always on the horse giving. There's something here like the rest of your life is being held up because you're over giving. You're like bound to these people. Like in the Hangman, this person's like all tied up in the tree. So there's something here. It's like it needs to change before you become depleted and exhausted with that Tower card. I'm not one of those tarot readers that, you know, scares people. It's not my thing. And I think those tarot readers are stupid. Tarot is supposed to help us with our lives, not scare us, you know, about our lives. But this is telling you, like, you could start having some serious issues if you don't create some healthy boundaries, because you have people overtaking. And you're a very giving sign. Most earth signs are. So when you love with all your heart. But if you don't have healthy boundaries, the receivers will deplete you. And so there's something here about like the possibility of physical exhaustion happening, financial, you know, issues here occurring. You know, maybe you're taking too much time off of work to help this family member who's always in distress. You're always trying to like pick up their mess, clean up their mess type of thing. But then it affects your livelihood. There's something like that here at play, where there's a person or a group of people that you love and you're constantly giving, giving, giving. You don't get equal in return. And it is affecting either your health or your finances or other dreams or goals that you have are kind of on hold because you're always catering to this person or these people. And it's not telling you not to do that, right? The source is never going to tell you to not love unconditionally, but it will tell you to also love yourself unconditionally. And I think some of you are failing to do that because you're over giving to others. So if the message is resonating for you, again, this isn't telling you not to help this person or these people or not to be there for them or not to love them, but it's like you need to pause when they do ask for help. Is it an emergency? Do you need to drop everything and be there for them? Or are you creating unhealthy codependence with this person or these people? And now they're constantly relying on you. And over time, it's become quite backbreaking for you, or it will become backbreaking for you. And for some of you, it could very well affect your finances as well. So tell me about the Ten of Wands here, because I just feel like you're always cleaning up the mess. Like this is like a Capricorn. Just an example, like you live in a house, let's say it's you, your spouse, and I don't know, 3 kids. And whether you have a full-time job or not, you're always like running around the house. You're picking up everyone's dirty socks and everyone's dishes from, it's like wherever they eat, that's where they leave their cups and saucers. And it's like, you have your own things to do. You never get a chance to just relax then, watch the movie you want to watch, go get your nails or hair done, or I don't know, hang out with the guys at the cigar lounge. Like whatever it is for you, it's because you're always like picking up someone else's mess. You don't have enough pentacle resources for yourself. And that doesn't just mean money. I mean, it could for some of you, but time is your most valuable resource, and you're spending it on people, like doing things for them. They're quite capable of doing it themselves. Now, if this is a 5-year-old kid, I'm not saying the 5-year-old kid has to wash their own dish, but they should learn how to bring it back, either leave it at the table or put it on the kitchen counter. I'm sorry, that's what we were taught as kids. It's not just shoving it under the bed and waiting for mommy or daddy, to come around and collect it after the flies have swarmed, the plate. So there's something here about like teaching responsibilities. If they're young, I see younger kids here in the photo of the 10 of Cups. But if they're older, they need to learn to pick up the slack and do a little bit more for themselves. I know you love this person or these people, but I mean, that Tower to the Knight of Pentacles, some of you are so financially giving to this person, you're crippling, like you could cripple retirement here. You could really dry out your financial well here. Okay. Tell me about the 10 of Wands here for Capricorn. One more shuffle. Thank you. And it's like, is this person or these people, are they going to care when you're 75 years old and you don't have a pot to piss in? You have no money because you spent it on them when they were capable of getting a job or finding another way to secure income. Again, I'm not telling you not to take care of your children or your siblings or whomever, or this lover, but not to your long-term financial detriment. That you can't do, Cappy. 9 of Wands, 2 of Cups, and the Queen of Wands, bottom of the deck, 10 of Swords. Doesn't end well for you, my love. This always feeling tired and feeling depleted. because you're constantly running to the aid of this soulmate, soul bond, you know, person or people. And I know that you love taking inspired action. You're a cardinal sign. You know, you're not a fixed sign. You're not immutable. You're a cardinal. You like to take action. Someone needs you, you're there. They need money, you're there. You know, they need a shirt, you'll take it off your back. And I love you for that. But this is going to end up being to your detriment. 10 of Swords, 9 of Swords, 8 of Swords, and you're not even seeing it coming on how negatively this can impact you emotionally, psychologically, even financially. I'd like to get you a little info here on that tower. Tell me about that tower. This could really leave you in a financial bind or pretty bad emotional, even physical health. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Tower is clarified by the 5 of Cups, the King of Pentacles, and the Sun, bottom of the deck, the Strength card. For some of you, this could leave you very emotionally depleted. I don't know why. This person, these people, it's probably for one of you watching, they look at you like a cash cow. Like you always have money, you always have resources, and that may be true, but I get the feeling they're not a child. I think you look at them like a child, like you feel responsible for them, but they're not. This person is capable of getting a job or finding another way to make money. They look at you like you have to take care of them, and you look at them the same way. So this is someone you feel responsible to in some way. But that Tower, you know, that's a destabilizing force is the Tower. So this is like emotional stability, financial or instability, emotional instability, financial instability, long-term growth, success, and happiness. It's all instability. That's what this person or these people can affect for you. Your money, your health, your dreams, your own goals, your own aspirations. I know it's going to be difficult. Strength to the Knight of Cups, to the 3 of Swords. It's going to be really difficult when they ask to turn around and say no. But your advice here is to learn how to say no. Again, someone needs a ride to a doctor's office or a hospital. That's different. But someone who's capable of doing for themselves and you're constantly giving, it's going to leave you completely depleted. It's time for you to set up some healthy boundaries and protect yourself. That's what the 7 of Wands is. What area of your life needs boundaries and protection? Again, it's only advice. At the end of the day, you do what you want. This is just a little sneak peek of sorts of what could happen if you don't put some healthy boundaries in place, like starting this week. That's what I have for you, Capricorn, for the week of August 31st, 2025. If you like that message, resonates with you, maybe just found it to be helpful, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Aquarius. I'm just going to take a sip of my iced tea. Thank you. Excuse me. I've been running my mouth since Aries. So let's see, my dear. What is your tarot card for the week of August 31st, 2025? You have the High Priestess. What is your intuition trying to tell you? Now, this is not what you don't see coming. This is just advice for you from source. So why is the High Priestess the tarot card of the week here for Aquarius? September 2nd may be relevant for some of you. Why is the High Priestess the tarot card of the week for Aquarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. One more shuffle. Thank you. The High Priestess is being clarified by Judgment, Hermit, 7 of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. Bottom of the deck, 7 of Pentacles, Page of Swords, and the 3 of Wands. High Priestess again at the bottom of the deck. If it's not your reading, check another placement. I've tapped into a group of you that if you really, really went within, Judgment to the Hermit energy, and you did some introspection, a little reflection, you would be honest with yourself and tell you there's a situation, environment, or connection that is very deceptive towards you. And because you continue to give to it, you are also deceiving yourself or cheating yourself out of the happiness that you deserve. This has been going on for a long time. 7 of Pentacles energy. So if this reading is resonating for you, I'm not telling you anything you don't know. Tell me more about the 7 of Swords. And I almost feel like you've been waiting a long time for this person to do or say something so you can, 3 of Wands, move forward from them. but you don't have to wait. So let's say this is a toxic job environment, right? You don't have to wait to be fired before you find a job. This would be like if you really went deep inside, you know, this job effing sucks, right? This is a toxic environment. I do not receive the raises and promotions that I deserve or in a timely manner. And it is stopping me from finding a job that I would really love. So not only is the job screwing me over and sabotaging my happiness, I'm sabotaging my own happiness. And it's almost like, I know this, but I'm kind of waiting to be fired before I move forward. I don't mean to laugh at you, but that seems to be what's happening here. You're waiting for the release from someone or something that's keeping you bound to them because it suits them, not you. The Seven of Swords is they're strategizing to keep you stuck to them because it benefits them. It holds you back from the Ace of Cups, the new job, the new love, the new living situation, whatever that goal or dream is there for you. And so you're waiting for a selfish energy to release you. Why would they release you? It doesn't benefit them to release you, but it will benefit you to release yourself from them. Do you know what I mean? And if you listen to your intuition, you would know that. Let me take a peek at that card that just fell out. Six of Pentacles. You would start investing in a new. Tell me about that Seven of Swords here. One more shuffle. Thank you. Seven of Swords. The Fool, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Six of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Eight of Cups. Soulmate, soul bond connection. This could be a mother. This could be a mother figure. This could be a spouse. I don't read body parts, so it could be a father figure. This is someone you feel indebted to. But this is someone who gets to exist in Queen of Pentacle energy because you're in their life. Like, it benefits them to keep you stuck. This person holds on to you like they own you. Like you're a fixture. Do you know what I mean? This person's preventing you from moving forward. Eight of Cups, from leaving them behind. Because when you leave them behind, you're going to move towards happiness. Ten of Cups, you can't be happy without them. This is a misery loves company type of thing. So I don't know what this is for you. The work environment, the living, situation. King of Wands, Ten of Cups. What are you waiting for? You're waiting for this person to tell you it's okay to give your notice. It's okay to find another job. It's okay to leave me and find another lover that will lead you to the Ten of Cups. I hate to laugh, but God damn it, Aquarius, you are a fixed air sign. I'm your sister sign of Gemini. We get all mashed potato minds, okay? And then you've got Libra, who, and I love my Libras. My younger brother's a Libra. And although they're a cardinal sign, they like to take action. They tend to be people pleasers. You're the grounded one out of the three of us. And you're having yet such a difficult time moving on from the situation, environment, or connection. I'm shocked because you're the king or queen of detachment in tarot. Yet there's something here of this entity able to draw you in and keep you stuck. It makes you feel like you're loyal to them or you're responsible for them. But you're not responsible to anyone but yourself. Ace of Cups. Tell me about the Ace of Cups. Tell me about it could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It could be a Virgo as well. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Ace of Cups, the Tower, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles. This entity does not want to see you move on to the new. They're trying to delay the new path, the new job, the new lover, the new relationship, the new living situation, the new car you want to buy. Like, this could be like the family member that knows you're saving money to buy a car, yet every other month they need help with their $600 ridiculous electricity bill because they didn't pay the last 2 months and now they get a shut-off notice. They know you're saving for the car. They know they could get a job and pay for the electricity bill themselves, but it's much easier to lean on your sympathies and ask you for the money to pay the electricity bill because then it derails you, slows you down from buying the car. It's just an example. This person can do for themselves. They have somehow convinced you that they can't. And they are, man, are they slowing you down from getting to that Ace of Pentacles or that Ace of Cups. But they're doing it on purpose. This is intentional. Knight of Pentacles is high vibe Virgo energy. This person has strategized and has created a plan. And you keep playing along. I don't even know if you realize how much you're being deceived by this entity. It's probably been going on for the last 2 years for some of you. Oof. Page of Swords, Three of Wands. Look, if you really go within, I'm not telling you anything you don't know. If the message isn't resonating, I'm an Aquarius rising. I'm not upset. It's not my message, but it's your message. It's someone's message. Tell me about that Page of Swords to the Three of Wands. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Six of Swords, 10 of Swords, the Emperor. Take charge of your life and move forward. Put an end to this nonsense and move away from the chaos and conflict. Because what precedes the Six of Swords is the Five of Swords. This is chaos and conflict. Knight of Swords. Move towards whatever this new direction is. Oh, I called out the Ace of Pentacles before when I meant to say the Ace of Cups. King of Pentacles. For some of you, this is a spouse or this is an ex or maybe a soon-to-be ex. This is gimme, gimme, gimme. See how the hand's out? Gimme, gimme. And there you are, whether you're masculine or feminine, continually running with that Ace of Pentacles in your hand. But every pentacle out of your hand and in their hand is one less pentacle you have towards your future. Your advice is to take the inspired action, become the emperor or empress of your life, put an end to this, and move forward. You deserve to be in a situation, environment, or connection that celebrates you and feels victorious, not is constantly in your ear wanting you to give them more. That's your advice. Again, if the reading resonated for you, I'm not telling you anything you know. If it didn't, don't be offended. Just check another placement. That's what I have for you, Aquarius. That is your advice, your guidance from Source for the week of August 31st, 2025. If you like that message, resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of it, maybe just found it to be helpful, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Pisces. How are you doing today? Let's take a look at your tarot card for the week of August 31st, 2025. You have the Three of Swords. What painful aspect of your life do you need to confront? Now, this is not what you don't see coming. This is just advice for you from Source. Tell me why the Three of Swords is here for Pisces. Why is the Three of Swords their tarot card of the week? Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. One more shuffle here. Thank you. I can't believe the sun's going down so early. I guess we're officially making our way out of summer. First card out, my love, Queen of Pentacles, followed by the 10 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, and Temperance. Bottom of the deck, the Hierophant, Six of Swords, and the Six of Cups. It's going to be a very super specific message, so if it's not yours, don't be offended. Don't drop hate. Just move along to another placement. Tell me about the 10 of Pentacles here. What painful aspect of your life do you need to confront? One more shuffle. Thank you. 10 of Pentacles, clarified by the Hangman, the Page of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands. Why is Temperance here for Pisces? Why is Temperance here for Pisces? One more shuffle. Thank you. Three of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, and the King of Swords. Why is Six of Swords here for Pisces? Thank you. Death, Three of Cups, and the Nine of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Two of Cups, Eight of Cups, Queen of Cups. I have a couple of different messages here for you, so just take them how it resonates. For some of you, you had a long-term relationship in your life. Some of you were married to this person. Some of you were not. This would be a past connection. It came to an end, and now you're moving forward in your life, but you're having an inability connecting with new soulmate, soul bonds that are being put on path. It's like you would like to connect with these people, but you're not able to because you haven't fully healed from what transpired here in the past. I think this was a connection that was growing and it had a future at some point. Maybe even children here were involved for some of you, or the hope of having children one day together. But at some point, this relationship turned cold. Our goal was the 10 of Pentacles, but we only got to the 3, and things just stopped growing. And at some point, you exited this Hierophant, the Six of Swords to the Hierophant card. You exited at some point. You put an end to it. And you have been feeling a lot happier since then. And you've been connecting with new people. But when it actually comes to matters of the heart, you're having an inability to like really open up your heart to a love partner. Like you're having a difficult time trusting again. It's like, I'm okay as long as we're friends. But if things then progress and get a little more serious, I'm speaking like you. I don't feel like I'm capable of being vulnerable enough to open up my heart. So that's something you need to confront and heal before you get into another love connection. And then I have another total situation. So please don't accuse your person of this. This is something you already know. I've tapped into a group of you where you're in a long-term relationship. Some of you are married, some aren't. But you know that your person stepped out on you. But your marriage looks really good on paper and you don't want to walk away from it. But you know that they did. You've never fully confronted it. You've never sat there and discussed this with this person about why they did it or why they stepped out. There's something here that if you don't confront this and heal this, whatever this third party stuff was going on here, and look, maybe for some of you, you engaged in this behavior, but you're still deciding to stay in the connection. Whoever stepped out is irrelevant. I'll put it that way. Whether it was you or the other person, if you're going to stay in it, if they're going to stay in it, this needs to be discussed. We can't pretend that this didn't happen. And I understand that this is a foundational relationship, maybe with shared resources or something to that effect, maybe even kids involved, and you don't want to move on from it, or they don't want to move on from it. I'm not suggesting divorce. If you don't feel like you want to do that, they don't feel like they want to do that, that's fine. But this relationship is going to have a really difficult time moving forward towards happiness again. It's like, it's just going to be pentacle. It's just going to be, what do you want for dinner? And are we going on vacation next month? It's conversations you would have with a friend. The restoration of happiness and romance and intimacy and all of that stuff that should be in a long-term committed relationship will not exist in this connection. You can continue to discuss dinner and who's running to the store to pick up hot dog buns or whatever, but in terms of restoring the true happiness of the connection, that won't happen until this is dealt with. Someone stepped out here, whether it was you or whether it was them. And again, I'm not telling you to leave the connection, but in order to rebirth it, this needs to be confronted. It's an uncomfortable truth. For others of you, you want to leave this connection, I'm being told, but you don't want to. Like, you know you should, but you don't want to. This looks very good on paper. To the outside world, you look like you have a great marriage. Internally, it doesn't. One of you keeps stepping out, maybe both of you. I don't know. You know, it's a general collective reading. So I'd like to get you 3 cards of advice here. Let's get 3 cards for the Pisceans that have already exited this, and they have someone new or would like to have someone new in their life, but they have an inability of being vulnerable. The advice for those Pisceans, please. One more shuffle. Thank you. 10 of Swords, Star, and the 2 of Wands. Fully heal from that loss. You really need to feel it. You can't just throw on some blinders and move on. Your wish fulfillment, the type of person you want to be with, they're out there. They're literally waiting for you. And when you're ready to make yourself vulnerable and get out there and connect, that healthy connection will be there for you. But right now, take time to heal. Star card to the 10 of Swords, whatever transpired. And this could be something like it ended a decade ago. But the fact that you don't feel vulnerable enough to connect with a new person is because this hasn't been fully healed. So take the time to do that. That's all this is saying. Now, for the Pisceans that are in a connection where one or both have stepped out, but they're deciding to stay in it, advice for them. One more shuffle. Thank you. Queen of Swords, the Chariot, and the 7 of Pentacles, bottom of the deck, Page of Swords. Queen of Swords, King of Swords. There needs to be an honest conversation here with this individual. In order to move forward in this relationship, in order to have success and victory, we need to discuss what transpired, how long it transpired for. This is Pentacle energy. How much time did you or they invest in this other person, or money? What actually took place? Because whoever stepped out removed the choice of the other person. So in order for that person to truly have a true choice, a true voice, they need to know what happened. And then they get to decide if they want to stay or go. But if you're not telling them the truth, you're removing the choice. So Pisces, if it happened to you, this is saying you can stay in this, but you need to be honest and tell your person, this is what I think happened, but I need to hear it from you, and I need all the facts. Not the emotion, not the bullshit, not the gaslighting. Pentacle energy, I need facts. And same thing if it's the other way around and you're the one who stepped out. If your person wants to stay and you want to stay, that's fine. But we need to discuss what happened and why it happened, because the step out occurred because the marriage was already in the process of decay. Whether you acknowledge that or they acknowledge that or not, one of you acknowledged it and stepped out. And so the decay happened before the third party came in. So if you want to rebuild, it's not telling you not to, but you need to figure out what were the cracks in the foundation. Because if you rebuild without looking at those cracks, your tower is going to fall again, my love. One of you will eventually step out. So the real hard truth of why it happened needs to be revealed. And that's an uncomfortable conversation, but it's one that needs to be had in order to be confronted, and then you can fully heal the relationship again, if you both choose to do that. That is what I have for you, Pisces, for the week of August 31st, 2025. If you like that message, it resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.